Money. Indian. Successful. Obviously, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about my guest today, who was the first ever Indian comic to land a stand-up special on Netflix, and he's had multiple, including the most recent Outside In the Lockdown special. Of course, I am talking about the talented Veer Das. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Namaste Lily G, all the way from India.
Oh my God, all the way from India. You are in Goa right now, correct?
This is Good Morning with Lily Singh. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm about to have eggs. I'm in pajamas.
I love the dedication. Thank you for waking up that early. I don't think I would do that for anything, to be honest. I really, really appreciate it.
I will do it for you because we're all super proud of you here. We've claimed you and all your success and the ceilings you're breaking. The minute you got this show, we were like, okay, we're done with Dave Patel. Goodbye.
Yeah, stop
We're
getting
claiming her
lost,
now.
bro. And never stop getting lost. Get found.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I love that you started this with compliments. You're my favorite guest. But I have to congratulate you because you have multiple specials on Netflix. You've done so much. You are so incredibly talented. I'm going to start with the stereotypical brown person question, if that's okay. Are your parents finally proud of you, or has that still not happened?
Now-ish. Like the first time I was like, I got a Netflix special. And they were like, that's cool. What's Netflix? And then that was half an hour. And now it's like the fourth Netflix special. And they're like, you should get residuals. Like Indian parents catch up really, really fast, right? Indian parents don't raise kids. They invest in future employees. Like that's what I think Indian parents do, right? Where in the West, when your kid is 18, they're like, you're 18, leave the nest. In India, they're like, you're 18, we need an air conditioner, go to work.
Yeah.
So that's what my parents are doing.
So now your parents kind of understand your career. I know when I started making YouTube videos, I had the same experience because my parents were like, you're doing what now? But you're on your fourth special. You're clearly very successful. You're also married, like success on multiple levels to an Indian parent. What are they possibly still stressed out about?
I think that, but I say offensive things that are offensive to about 95% of my family. Because, Indian joint families don't get together to watch comedy. That's not really a thing. We'll eat bhendi together, but we're not all laughing at the same joke. So there's that, but they're protective. So my Indian parents, every time there's a problem, they're like, who? Well, what is Netflix? We'll talk to them. Like, Indian parents are just protective people.
That's very sweet. So you're in India, and I just want to know, I live in America. I'm living in LA right now. What has the protocol been in India? Because India has a lot of people. Just like LA, India does have a lot of people. What are some of the protocols you've been using to protect yourself against COVID?
So, okay, I have this theory, right? I think masala kills COVID.
I love that you're not afraid of controversy at all. You're like, this is what I believe, and this is what...
Absolutely. I think COVID can survive cold temperature, like hot temperature. I don't think it can survive good dal. All right, I think good dal will legit kill COVID. But what we do is like the guy comes to the door and then we take that and we put it into like a new container and then we microwave the hell out of that. So it's just, at the end of it, it has zero COVID and zero nutrition. I think that's what we're doing. Like just get rid of all nutritious value in food. So we're microwaving.
You microwave everything you get?
Pretty much, yeah. And then put it like into another container, wait for it to cool down, and then put it back in the fridge. If you're wondering why Indians got through this lockdown, by the way, it's just because we're busy microwaving stuff and like switching containers.
That is incredible. I've never heard of that. Catch me going home and microwaving everything I own. That is incredible. So your Netflix special, which by the way, I watched in its entirety, and I'm not even lying. I know sometimes you go on shows and people say, I read. I actually watched the entire thing and I loved it. It's done, for those of you watching at home, entirely over Zoom. And essentially, you asked your audience members, what are you going to do as soon as you get out of lockdown? So I have a few questions about this. Did you actually shoot this entire thing by yourself in that room?
Yeah, just in a room, literally on this. Like that's it. I made a Netflix special on one camera. And it was kind of weird because I had like a world tour planned. I was going to go to 38 countries and then everything got shut down for all of us. And just because Zoom is latent and weird, I'd be like, hey, what are you going to do when the lockdown ends? Just to warm people up. And suddenly I was getting these real answers from everywhere in the world, where you'd have like a lady from Wuhan and a lady from Poland and a lady from Costa Rica and a guy from like Mumbai on the same show saying, I want to meet my dad, or I want to get my eyebrows done, or I just want ice cream. And you're like, wow, this is a moment in time. Never again in my lifetime as an artist will everybody in the world go through the exact same thing at the exact same time together, like global infinite common ground. So yeah, I just put that camera on and started filming stuff and it turned into this, which is insane.
I mean, yeah, when I watched it, I was taken aback by how sweet, sentimental, vulnerable even you got sometimes with the camera. And definitely, I won't lie, the end credits, the ending, I was crying. I was like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. This guy's like doing great work for sure. But cut the BS for a second. Be real with me. You did this all on Zoom. There had to be some Zoom disasters. It had to have gone wrong many times.
I have seen Indian men from angles that nobody wants to see Indian men. That's all I'm saying. Like, I don't think it's like we don't know where to put the phone, you know. So I've just like I don't know what the Indian man version of upskirt is, but I've seen it.
A dream. So now I want to turn the tables and ask you, as soon as lockdown is over and the world fully resumes, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna fly to America. Actually, the very long flight. Have you done the flight, like the Mumbai LA
Oh
flight
yeah,
to America?
I went to 2 years ago. I went to Mumbai for 2 days.
Oh, good Lord. So you traveled for 3 days
Yes,
to come here for 2 days, which
yes.
is, I've not only traveled in that plane multiple times, I've cleaned that plane.
You've cleaned the plane.
So I've cleaned the plane. Yeah, this is how Indian I am. Let me explain. So I got flown first class. So I'm just sitting in Emirates and I've never been in first class before, right? And you have like the nice cabins and stuff like that. And then a lady came up and she's like, Mr. Das, would you like a shower 1 hour before landing? And I'm like, I would absolutely like a shower. I want to show up and stand in immigration for 3 hours, slightly fresher for when I meet the guy and he asks me questions. And then I went into this huge bathroom and they had like a shower at 30,000 feet. And so I got naked at 30,000 feet and just had a shower. And there was like a green light and I was just kind of doing my thing. And then the light went orange and I was just kind of doing my thing. And then I did the soap and the shampoo and then the light went red and all the water ran out. So they only give you 10 minutes of water, which if you're me, if you're Indian, is not enough. We like to enjoy our time in the shower. So now I'm just covered in like, foam and I get out to the sink and I'm trying to do the thing with the sink, and just kind of wash myself out. But now the bathroom is drenched. So I don't want to be the Indian guy who messed up the bathroom. That's not who I'm going to be. So now I'm naked on all fours with my one towel, literally cleaning the entire bathroom. So I arrived in America having earned my place. I just want to say, like I cleaned like at a new level.
I would have done the exact same thing, 100%.
Right?
Absolutely.